I'm Pickle Rick! Special!
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, looks like it's working. I think we're working. Yeah, we're good. What's up, everybody? How we doing on this? Not so. The weather's kind of weird here. It's not quite humid, but it is humid just enough to make the house a little weird as far as temperature and humidity goes. But anyway, hope everybody had a good week. We have some of the early crew in here, as we do. Lock Watcher, Franco Walker, Joe Russ, Mr. Egg Cake, Zap, Sparky's, Zenny Son was in here, Maurice Walker, I think I said Frankie. Mr. S, probably repeating a lot of these. That's fine. Sauce is here. Big 8 News. I forget who that actually is. Galar. What's going on, butter? Frank Netabetti. Dave Vab, the Pianoman, is here, and the Pianoman has new music for us tonight. There's the Boozy. Clive C. Appreciate the continued support. There's Delta Mike. Oh, let's see. I think we got C2S. We got a bunch of people. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Appreciate you showing up early. Once Clive gets the raid going, we'll crack open that apple cider. Got a VertoThermoWhoofle here, and there it is. All right, we'll give that a second to settle in. What's up, Brad Rabshaw? Itchy, now try TV. Everybody's coming in from the raid. I appreciate everybody swinging over. Going on, Clive, if you're still listening. So, let's go ahead and open this and give Clive our toasty, shall we? I always get just a little bit off of that. It's kind of annoying. Hello, Queen Liz. Anyway, cheers, everybody, for the raid. Cheers, Clive. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody that wants to hang out, do your thing. Going to be a relaxing evening, I presume. Leon has the cheapest drinkable Dutch beer called Dorst. Is that like our version of Coors Light? Which is basically it's just recycled beer. You pretty much, most of the urinals you piss in at the bar just lead to a Coors Light containment unit. They run it through a filter and then just re-can it, and that's pretty much how that goes. Cookie Software got cider just for this moment. You got yourself a hard cider? Well, fuck yeah, let's do a double toast. Cheers again, everybody. For those still filtering in. Statler and Waldorf. Fucking love that name. We'll be watching some Muppets on the Discord Christmas stream. 2 events coming up on my Discord. Tomorrow, if you're interested, we are starting on building that. That's the AR-10 I'll be putting together. That's all the lower parts waiting. So we're doing that tomorrow at 1 p.m. my time on Discord. Link and an invite or an event the Discord link, the join link, and the event link are in the description. And then Christmas Day, we are doing a 12+ hour watch party with Christmas movies and Christmas shows, starting around 11:30 my time, Eastern time, New York time. First half hour is just kind of getting in there, getting everything tweaked and tuned, and then starting at noon my time, we're going with Charlie Brown Christmas and going from there for 12, 13 hours. Come in and out when you want. Don't require a camera or microphone. You can just stop in, watch, and listen. Don't have to talk. And there'll be a text channel available. Same thing for tomorrow. You can just join, hang out. Whew. What's up, Jack Attack? Spookswood. Greetings, 5.0 wheat beer for me. Hey, whatever works. Steve Adler's, my beer is usually 11 to 12 euros per 20 half liters. This is, actually, these are like, what, 250 a piece, pretty much? You like that now, Try TV? Yeah, that's also on the Discord. It's if you go to to the events channel, sorry, fucking 13 all over again. Oh yeah, Twitch music. Sorry. There's the current list of movies we'll be playing, rough idea, and then after Thanksgiving break, I'll actually do the Christmas event on Discord, so you can click if you're interested and all that. Sorry, Franco, we haven't done anything too awesome yet. We got a VertoThermoWhoofle, which is the woofler on thermal cam. That's in about 3 minutes. We have some stuff coming in. I don't know what Zap sparked, but I haven't sent it in. But for some reason, it thinks there's 21 things coming in. All right. Well, that's where did that pop up? I guess I'll see what happens there. Appreciate the follow there, Statler and Waldorf. Good deal. Actually, let's see. Which Muppet Christmas movie did I do? Oh, oh man, I got beer all or cider all over me. Appreciate that. Now Try TV. I think it's a Muppet. Oh, a Muppet Christmas Carol. That's it. What's up, Malacalypse? Good to see you again. Tool for the win. Yeah. Like me some Tool. Oh yeah, and completely unrelated. Just because I looked down and I see when I cracked the cider, I spilled it on my new shirt. That I put these up in the merch shop if you're interested. And that on the back. Figure that describes me fairly well. That, and I just added an engraved glass set. Or, well, engraved glasses. When it is to build on Discord tomorrow at, 1 p.m. Eastern time, my time, New York time. I just say New York time because that's actually it's Eastern Standard Time, but it's always compared to New York. And everyone seems to know what time it is in New York. But yeah, I'll be about 1 o'clock. I mean, I'll be there a little bit earlier, but I'm not going to start anything till about 1. And that's just going to be a chill. Everyone's going to be kind of hanging out. People that want to talk can talk. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. You can just hang out. We'll be text channels, all that stuff. Missed the back shot due to, the graphics. Oh, right. It just says Scrufdog Live on the back. And in case, for some people that didn't realize it, that is the actual website. If you type in HTTPS, whatever, however you do it, scruffdog.live, it'll just bounce you over to my YouTube channel. That is an actual thing. But, yeah, I've been tweaking out the shop a little bit, getting rid of some of the stuff that, some of the stuff I put on the shop just because it looked cool. How many people get to design a bikini top and put their logos right on the nipple? You know what I'm saying? That was the jam right there. What's up, Spider? Spider Driver. Noise. DC Allen, what's going on? Let's see. It's just about, it is VertoThermoWhoofle time. Let's, hold on. Let me get a puff here. There's the merch link if you're interested. Jack Attack just posted it. In one of the chats. But it's just, yeah, it's that's also in the description. All right. VertoThermoWhoofle. Let's see. Number one. Hey. Oh, and it's frozen. That's never happened before. Great. Probably gonna crash the stream. Why is that frozen? Oh, I know why it's frozen. I know why it's frozen. It's probably frozen because I had a power outage up here as I figured out that running a 8 amp power drill on the same whoa. Yeah, that's not any good either. I guess the power surge would have done that, but it shouldn't have. It may have cut power to the monitor that this was plugged into. Wow, everything's crashing. Hold on a sec. The whole software package just crashed. First time it's done that. Just fucking don't send shit to Microsoft. I don't give a fuck about this thermal camera. Oh, let's try that again. Connect the device. There it is. Give me the thermometer so nobody yells at me. Hey, it's working. All right. Can you see the mouse? Oh, you can see the mouse. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. Shall we? Number one. One for Freddy. A little bit of recal. Set chat on fire. And clean the lamp. All right. Now, I do have an LED up there that's basically directly in the line of fire that is no longer white. Kind of wondering if there's a chance that a woofle overheated it. Refresh rate's better today. OBS bot seems to be behaving. Still don't understand why that software suddenly started pulling an extra 100 watts out of the computer. That's different. And cold. Yeah, always cold fingers. I just kind of exist with cold fingers. That's just how that works, I guess. But yeah, in case for those, actually, I don't know if I mentioned it after the raid. We do have new music tonight for Pussies and Pianos, which will be in about 45-ish minutes. Watch Pianoman do his thing while we feed the kitties. Let's see if anybody is outside. Anybody over there? Nope. Anybody down here? Come on. Camera's acting weird. Right over there. There's Mama. Yeah, we'll be feeding them later. Yeah, Beefcake, he got into the catnip last night, so he's still feeling it. There's Mama Pants. We'll get all 4 of them in there. I've already fed Dude Bro for the day. Zoop. So Dude Bro got food, yo. He is the dude's brother. He is like 3 cats. Like I have heard, like I understand that like outside cats are gonna, stock up as it were and plump up for the wintertime. But my man, like he kind of doesn't run. I feel like he just rolls. Mama looking at the camera with suspicion says BigClive. Oh yeah, it's really quiet, but they notice it, but they haven't tried to attack it yet. So that's probably good because what was that? I think it was like $100 camera. Not horrible, but like I was a little concerned that the cats may try to attack it. We have a flirtation of Franks tonight. Are we fully franked? We got Frank. Oh yeah, Franco Walker, Frank Notabetty, Frankie's here. All right, we are fully franked tonight, folks. Good on ya. Good on ya. Cotton Ballot, the sexist gentleman is here. What's up, Cotton Ballot? How are you? What's up, Norman? He's a fire-started, twisted fire starter. Yeah, I am I do, well, me and Clive, we do tend to warm it up a little bit on Saturday night. We have more pictures coming in as well. That can get deleted. Well, and if you read the thumbnail, I've had to go so far as to file a dispute with my bank over one of the online vendors. I ordered parts for assembling the AR-10. And since this is a tool and not a firearm, this heavy motherfucker, some of you may know what this is. This is what you use to install barrel muzzle devices, good solid holder for an upper receiver. And it better be fucking good for a goddamn $140. Considering the one sitting... oh, you can't. There's another one sitting right there for the AR-15. That was $60. But anyway, I ordered that for $120 and a couple other things from DAC Outdoors. Their website says, hey, we're a small business, we get good prices for you because it was cheaper, but, it may take up to 30 days to ship. Now, when I ordered this in October, knowing that the ATF was shut down and it would take a while for the suppressor to get approved, I was like, that's cool, I can wait 30 days. Well, by day 25, the suppressor was here. And everything else was waiting just for that tool. So I'm like, that's cool. We can wait an extra week. That's the whole thing of what was holding me up. Any orange stuff? Not really. Just the usual lid. So I contacted them on day 32, which granted was a Sunday. And I said, hey, I need to know if you're shipping this by Tuesday, meaning this past Tuesday. Because, it's, I told him, I'm fine waiting 30 days, but it's been past 30, and, this needs to be here this week. Didn't hear anything. Monday, I got one of them auto replies, hey, it's been more than 24 hours, so we'll let you know. It was literally 24 hours to the minute later. And I'm waiting, and the next day, Tuesday, they're like, yeah, we're really busy, we understand if you need to cancel the order. That's fine. It's just been, we've been just had a lot of orders, or however they put it lately. I'm like, that's cool, but if it's not shipping today, I need to cancel the order. And they came back yeah, sorry, it's getting ready to start getting processed. And I went, no, you need to cancel the order because I can't wait for you to start this and not know how long it's going to take, and it's not going to get here by Friday or Saturday, so I can do this tomorrow. So I'm like, go ahead and cancel the order. That was Tuesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, I'm like, where are we at? I reply, I'm like, hey, are you going to cancel the order? I went on your website and it says it's still active. They hadn't canceled it. And then I waited until Friday morning, 9:20 something. I'm like, you guys need to cancel this order because it is still live and it's done. I don't want this anymore. Then Friday afternoon, I get hey, we're processing your order. And I reply back, I'm like, you better not be, because I'll just contact my bank and see if I can get this shit reversed. And then it was 2 hours later, hey, it's moved on to the next step in your processing. And then by then, I'd already contacted the bank. They reversed the charge. And now they have been trying to get in touch with them themselves to see why they ignored me after offering the cancellation and then ignoring me for 3 days. So... that's fun. So I highly recommend not ordering anything from DAC Outdoors in, was it Missouri or Minnesota? One of them M states. If you happen to run across them, which you may or may not, but don't fucking get anything from them. Because I understand if you have good prices, you're going to be busy. But if you're over a month behind, you probably have enough orders coming in where you can afford to hire some younger dude or person, somebody to help out. Give them $2 over minimum wage. They'll be happy as shit. You'll be able to get your orders out way faster. But no, they'd rather take over almost 40 days before they start processing orders. So, I mean, unless you absolutely don't need whatever the hell you're ordering and you're ordering it just for fun, like there's no fucking point. Maine, Maryland, and New York. The cats haven't taken over New York just yet, Sauce. Not quite New York yet, but yeah, like fuck them guys. That's ridiculous. What just clicked? Oh. Mama is waiting for food. She's always waiting for food. There, Frank Netterbetty. They say cows are bad for the environment. All they do is eat plants and fart like vegans. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Doing good. Noticed recently that my ladies probably got a nitrogen deficiency going on. I thought you said they were over fertilized. Or are you just putting the wrong fertilizer in there? Hey, Ram 50 V8. Haven't seen you in a little while. What's up? I'm exhausted. Only have had 3 hours of sleep in the last 36. I'm likely not going to last very long. Well, you do what you need to do, man. You get some sleep. I know how them long days can go. Boozy says, I think I'm getting a wall clock for work. Y'all need to get some merch. I got a wall clock and I got the red one in my living room. The prototype one. It's actually not the, I actually had to move up the Scrufdog.live thing a little bit because their template was a little bit off. But yeah, they got the X-ray and the red one. That'd be cool. That'd be funny to walk in and see that all the time, chilling on the wall. I think my mama's had a beer already. Like I said, I call it beer because it's easier than saying hard apple cider. And it's a lot easier to then go, if you run out, you can go BEERUN, beer run. You know what I mean? It doesn't work as well with apple cider. That's a lot of spelling. Jack attack. Breaking news. Today a man was shot with a starting pistol, then severely beaten with a relay baton. Investigators believe it was a race-related attack. Oh boy. A full flirtation. Is a flirtation a trio, or is that an actual Frank thing? Not sure what it's like in America, but the UK employing people is an absolute red tape nightmare. The UK employ what? Just people in general? I know. I heard Greece recently passed a new labor law authorizing 13-hour work days. I think it ain't gonna be much longer before both Greece and Russia are trying to figure out why their countries have completely fucking collapsed. It's a shame, man. Greece, like I remember, like when I was younger, like Greece was a spot to go to, and now apparently it's one of the brokest fucking countries in the world. Didn't they? Weren't they almost like completely broke like 10, 15 years ago? Like insanely broke like 10, 15 years ago? Boozy says, clock is ordered, sir. You'll see it. All right, man. That's cool. Which one did you get? Or, you know, actually, no, you know what? Don't tell me, and I won't look at the orders. We'll keep it a surprise. And I see someone else is going to be showing off merch today in our pictures as well that they just ordered. The man of many names, apparently, because I saw the order come through like a week ago, and I went, who the fuck is that? And now I know who that is. Nothing more scary. See, Ram 50 says to Clive, nothing more scary than driving and suddenly realizing your eyes crossed and you don't remember the last couple of miles. Oh yeah, I've actually correctly exited off of 95 onto 695, like big highway to big highway. Apparently successfully while sleeping a couple times. Not, I mean, that was a long time ago, but yeah, I've definitely done that. And then, like, how somehow your brain, while you're doing 60 miles an hour, will sit there and go, dude, it's okay to close your eyes just for a second. It'll be just a second while you're going 60 miles an hour in traffic. It'll be fine. It's amazing how you can get that tired and, like, you start going, it might be okay. That's when you know you are tired, when you're having to convince yourself not to sleep while you're driving. Lord Downey, what's up, man? Greece has been broke for 150 years thanks to a war in the UK back then. Well, the UK was pretty good at stripping everything they touched for a little while there, you all biscuit heads. Sterling engine off tonight. Yeah, I forgot to get the engine started. I didn't realize it until about 5 minutes, and that wouldn't have been enough time to get her going. And the heat plate isn't enough to keep it. It'll, like when the heat plate, if you set it directly on the heat plate, it'll after about 5 minutes, it'll go and then it won't run anymore. Like it gets just enough heat, sucks all the heat out of the heat plate, and then like 5 minutes later, it'll try to start up again. Grant Ready, Greece had all its gold reserves stolen by Germany in World War II. Really? They got. I'm gonna have to look up this. Like I didn't realize Germany went that fucking far down south during all that shit. Never replaced or returned it. So never built up a new reserve to borrow again. Oh, to borrow against with low interest. Oh, so they don't, like the government itself has no backing kind of thing. Big Clive, window down, radio playing loud, and slapping your own face to stay awake. Yeah, I'll do that. The other thing I've heard, which is work because it's annoying. It's not like super painful, but it's annoyingly painful, is reach down and pinch your inner thigh. Yeah. Reach down and pinch your inner thighs. And of course, I always do it when I'm saying it, but that's annoyingly painful and it lingers just enough. And it's a weird spot for pain that it's like, God damn, it almost pisses you off to keep you awake. Even though you know you're doing it to yourself, it's just that kind of pain. It just makes you frustrated and then you stay awake. Windows down sometimes helps, but if it's way too hot or way too cold, then I'll be so uncomfortable that I will try to go to sleep as well. That's I guess that's a learned thing. Pianoman says, I've done this a few times, plus punching myself in the legs to keep me awake. Yeah, legs are a good target. Chewing gum, says Naismith, can help. That doesn't, see, with me, I don't chew gum for very long. I usually chew it until as soon as the flavor's down 50%, I usually just fucking swallow it because it's whatever. It's just fucking gum. It's not going to stay there for 40 years or whatever. Although that would be interesting if like every like 10 years you did this poop that was just nothing but gum as like your body cycled out that its 10-year cycle of stored gum, as apparently every kid has. You know, the gum storage facilities for some reason, according to our parents. Burn your fingertips on the cigarette lighter. If you got to go that far, you should probably just stop. Boozy says classical music also works because it's always changing. Yeah, I tried that, Boozy. Problem is I really enjoy classical music. So I kind of just go with it. And unless it's like the surprise sympathy, is it the surprise sympathy? Sympathy. Symphony? Or is it surprise orchestra? I don't know, Rob. Some of y'all know what I'm talking. The one that every once in a while it's just like to literally to wake people up. Like unless it's that, I'm gonna end up getting so into it that because like I can follow it because I know so much of it, I'll end up just going to sleep. Cold air, loud music, copious amounts of nicotine to keep me going on long drives, says Malacalypse. Yeah, nicotine does kind of seem to help a little bit. How does a train eat? Asks Jack Attack. It goes choo-choo. Frank Netterbetty, stick head out the window, gets smashed in the face by a couple moths and a June bug or two. That'll do it too. Why is there a mute icon next to your thing, Frank? Does that, are you not, like, are you muted? No, I don't care. Obviously, you're paying some attention. I just don't understand why is, let me go up to that window. What does that say? Watching, okay, watching without audio. Okay. Oh, because you got both streams going. Gotcha. Because I did see you on YouTube. Okay. Never noticed that. It actually shows if you have it muted. That's cool. Jimmy the Saint just had to pop the battery out of the old iPhone X I've been using as a webcam. Got a little spicy pillow action. Oh, that's not great. I had my old HTC M8. Way back when I had that. I had that for probably 4 years. And I noticed, like, the charging on it got a little weird. And, like, if I tried to play games, sometimes it just wouldn't really work right. And then I woke up one day and the corner of my phone had, like, popped up. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I must have, like, knocked into it and didn't notice. So, like, I snapped it and it was fine. But then, like, later that day, it had unsnapped again. And I went, oh, that's weird. Snapped it back. Didn't think about it that night, plugged it in, woke up in the morning, and both corners were snapped, and that battery had started inflating while I was sleeping. I'm like, probably time for a new battery or a new phone. I think I ended up just replacing the battery, but yeah, I've had some spicy pillows. And then I had the HTC Bolt. That started to get a spicy pillow in it, so I charged it up for one last time, took it to work, and drove spikes through it on a steel table and watched it go, little fireworks display. Treasure Bloke is making 3D prints of rope light clips for a Santa sleigh. That works. That's another thing. I've made wire clips and stuff like that out of 3D printing as well. Always a good use. It's nice when you do practical prints, as I call them, as opposed to like just messing around. Graham Shaw to Big Clive says, oddly enough, the only time I've suffered from falling asleep at the wheel was the drive home from Isle of Man up to the M-Way in the pissing rain back up to Scotland. The rain was hypnotic. Yeah, I could see that being a problem too. Big Clive has flashed and beeped other drivers to wake up. I've tried that before. Every time I've tried that, it hasn't worked yet. So I just get out of the way. What's up, DJ Bones? Do a chong and have another bong. I don't have another bong. That's the problem. Jimmy thinks that's when I noticed the screen was separating. Yeah. That's that has definitely added to the knowledge of when phones start taking themselves apart, they probably aren't trying to. Big Clive says 3D printing isn't just for fireballs, it's very good for making random technical components. Oh yeah, especially project cases. I mean, on kind of can't see it, but like that's the corner of it. Like half the 3D printer, the Ender 3 Pro, is upgraded by 3D print. The fan shroud is 3D printed. It's got end caps to hold dust covers on the wheels. It's got a fan shroud. The entire power supply is encased. Like the base of it is fucking. There's drawers under it. Belt cover. Camera mount. 7-inch touchscreen mount for the Octopi. Even the reel is partially 3D printed. Yeah, there's so much shit on that is 3D printed. And it's funny, that's all the old Ender 3 Pro V2, all that was all the shit you would print out after you bought the Ender 3 Pro and upgraded it. They just basically did it at the factory out of ABS for you. What was that? Everybody's stretch from Frank Netterbeddy. All right, yeah, we could do a stretch. Oh, wow, did I miss the top of the hour toast by a big dog? Oh. There we go. I see at work, I 3D printed a thing that I could hang my hat on, hang my keys on, and what was the other thing? It was hat, keys, and something else. Oh, I had a separate jacket holder, but like I printed all kinds of stuff. I had to print out a business card holder back when I had business cards. Treasure Bloke says, I hate ornament 3D prints. They equal landfill. I wish there was a use for those test boat prints, little benchies. Like, you can get machines that will recycle, like, PLA and, PETG and all that stuff. But, like, last time I checked, there were thousands of dollars because they just grind it, melt it, and spit out new stuff. So you're basically buying a filament machine. But I know those were this was 5 years ago. I know they were thousands of dollars. Boozy printed out 3 name tags for my balls. That was fucking funny. Yeah, actually, the entire office, the branch I work at, all the almost pretty all, if not 99% of all the door badges with like people's name and title and shit, that's all stuff I 3D printed. Like even the administrative offices, I did like a chrome PLA plus, like a nice, pretty shiny chrome one, and then I 3D printed them, got them nice and smooth, and then all the raised parts I went over with black paint, like 2 layers of black paint marker, and just double-sided taped it to everything for them. I actually got like a couple bucks for it too. Like they did pay me for doing it. That was a while ago. They haven't asked for any new ones, so I guess they're all current enough. Not that I'd be able to print them anyway. I'd probably have to defer it over to the boss man. He's got a one of those bamboo printers. He's getting ready, or no, he just finished the upgrade. It can now do 8 colors at once. He doesn't really print much, but he can print whatever the fuck he wants at that point. BigClive says the cost and quality of the filament recyclers is firmly in the category of geek toy. Ah, yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I mean, you know, the actual machines that make the shit is going to be really expensive compared to what you're going to get in the aftermarket for scraps. Chris says, what's up, Chris? I don't think I said hi to you yet. Chris says, my shower curtain rod was hanging, so I designed and printed some new brackets. Yeah, that's like I've said in one chat like a while ago, last time we talked about it. My old cube fridge, which I was standing on today because I installed a dedicated breaker. Fine, like I just spur of the moment. I went, you know what? Let's just go get this done. So I installed a new breaker and ran Romex into the gun vault. So now the gun vault has its own independent power instead of running an extension cord to it. Rerouted some of the network cables. Had to get out my fucking literally 4-foot long drill bit, 3/4 inch drill bit, because that's the only 3/4 drill bit I had in the house to drill the hole through the floor over in that corner. Because the main router, well, my main router is up here, as well as my switch. That comes from the Verizon router, you know, the Fios router, up to that, feeds the main router. Main router feeds the switch, and then it feeds another router in the living room, another router in a different router in the basement, and the streaming computer. Like the streaming computer isn't even through the switch. It is hooked up directly to the main router. The gaming rig's hooked up through the switch because that doesn't really broadcast. That's just right to, yeah, that doesn't even talk to anything over the network but itself because all the streaming happens over the capture card. What's up, Electron? Kevin Hardesty. Trying to send pictures but getting failed to send. Okay. Let me take a look at something real quick. Actually, there shouldn't be any problems. Because I have mail from other people. Who knows? My email setup is overly secure, kind of hokey, and it works most of the time. Mr. S says 95% of my 3D prints are functional. That's good. When I was printing, most of mine were functional. The closest to like non-functional would be like printed that big pumpkin. I don't actually know where the hell that is. I don't know if that's still at work or if I have that here. That big ass Halloween pumpkin. Boozy might know. Because like I let parts borrow it, but I think they thought they were keeping it or something. But that's whatever. Read mail first. I don't have anything from Jack Attack. You printed a big ass. No, a big pump. Sorry. Well, I mean, pumpkins kind of look like a bunch of ass cracks, sort of, depending on how you plump them up. I don't know, maybe something in my email did crash, but I did get Mr. S's email earlier today at 4:22. Like, I'm getting a regular flow of email, like regular email. click that. Where are we at here? 6:15. We still got to share some pictures, don't we? Oh, she still has that? Okay. All right, as long as I know it's still around, I'm not that concerned about it. I guess I'll leave it there for, as long as I'm employed, but as soon as I get fired, I'm getting my pumpkin back. It might not be streamable. I'll see what shows up when it shows up. But, let's see. Let's go through Lock Watcher, Mr. Pancake Man's stuff here. Where's that? There it goes. Performing at a local facility. Okay. Doing your thing at a local... Lock Watcher, in case you didn't know, is also a magician. And does magician stuff. And here's Lock. No zoom. Galaxy Note 20 5G, big boy phone. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. He showed me some of the stuff he's working on and some of the tricks. Like, I got to see some magician secrets, which is always neat. So here we have our typical pancake. I can see a little bit of butter there, but I'm not seeing much anywhere else. So that's a little disappointing. Like, you'd usually want almost 1-to-1 butter versus pancake on each pancake. So, just my recommendation. If your arteries aren't screaming from the cholesterol from the butter, then you have not put enough on. Oh, look at this, biscuit heads. Hey, biscuit heads, come to the screen. So this is sausage gravy sitting on top of biscuits, not cookies, biscuits. Layered, savory, buttery, bready type biscuits. There's some of that weird sausage I don't really go for. We got some eggs with some cooked eggs. I would usually scramble those for biscuits. And, well, actually, yeah, I just grind all that up. I just do almost goulash biscuits and gravy. Like, I'll break the bread up and everything. And then we got the pancakes, a little more butter, a little more acceptable. That's a proper breakfast, says Zenny-san. Yes, that is absolutely a good fucking breakfast. Like I said, any real difference I'd do it, I'd scramble the eggs and have slightly... I mean, that sausage isn't bad. I just prefer the other link sausage. The plushie, stuffed pretend toy. I don't want someone thinking he's actually yeeting raccoons, but this is his raccoon launcher base. 3D printed stuff, custom cut tube. We've seen a practice of that. The electric launcher. Ooh, a little solenoid and fire on there. Nice. Now you can do remote firing. Oh, there's some, that looks like part of it in the background, maybe. Nice. Got some coffee there. I just finished my coffee. Actually, just finished my beer, too. So I'll refresh that at Pussies and Piano, which, again, is featuring fresh new tunes from the Pianoman. All right. Let's see why it says Zap sent me 21 unread. Wow, you really just sent the shit out of some pictures. All right, we're gonna have to kind of speed run through these. That's a bit. But we'll start off. Oh. Well, we have an advanced flat cat this evening. What is that? Something Claudia. Meet the... I don't know. It's like a hurricane or a big blowstorm. What is that? Something Claudia. I know there was like a storm. A very windy storm. Wow, it's so short even his tail is shrinking. That's no good. But it's always good to see Flat Cat, even if he's having a little bit of problem. Hopefully next week will be a little bit different. Met Office. Okay. That could be rough. I like the tornado though. That's very Looney Tunes tornado action right there. That's good. Appreciate the Flat Cat. Met Office. Met Office. Is that? I'm gonna have to look. What is Met Office? I thought that was just a storm. Yeah, obviously a storm. Tree outside my flat that got blown over damaged the smaller tree next to it. Okay. Oh, you have zoom on this. Oh yeah, that's a good break. At least it didn't hit anything, like, important. Met office. Willow? I don't think that's a willow tree. Oh. Oh, yeah, I can tell. That's a big fall down. Okay. Yeah, I gotta trim my tree this year. It's getting kind of big and I don't like it. So I'm gonna trim it and probably unalive it and keep the stump for a table. That's man, the color of that doesn't look, almost looks like it was dying anyway. I mean, what do we have? I mean, the end was alive. Okay, I mean that's obviously living. Maybe it's just that color because it's fall time. Oh, okay, out into the street. Is the fence? It seems like a damn good fence. I mean, the fence looks not too bad. Oh, yeah, weather guy office. Gotcha. That has a bunch of breaks. Yeah. Stumpy. Let's call it. Oh yeah, chopping it up. There's dry that out for some firewood. And that's a lot of good firewood. Assuming you have the ability to process pieces that big. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is that in the background? That's taped off. All right. Tree. It looks, I don't know. I'm looking at it like that. I'd almost want to leave it like that. It's almost like a natural fuck off barrier. Well, I appreciate sending those. Glad everybody's okay. Doesn't look like there was too much like personal damage, I guess. Broken tree due to wind, says Graham Shaw. A normal day in Scotland. A Lorne sausage. I didn't even see what the oh, Benji here. See what a happy little fox has got for us. That looks good. I would eat the hell out of that. Strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, or something that's probably good. It almost looks like kind of a porridgey thing. Oh no. Give a toast. Oh yeah. Give a toast. All right. All right, everybody, grab a shot, grab a sip, grab a smoke, grab a puff, pinch a nipple, scratch your butt, pet your cat, whatever you want to do. But cheers, everybody. Electron says probably find some fungal activity in that tree. Randy wants to know if anyone's working on any projects at the moment. My project sitting next to me, the project that has put me into enough debt, that's for fucking sure. What is this? Is that a bread bowl with some fucking chicken, mashed potatoes, beef gravy, and some peas? Like, even with, I'm not much of a pea guy. Yeah, anyway. But I think, like, I can usually rock peas with gravy. Like, I'd put gravy on the peas, too. Like, something like that, I just put peas on everything. Rob's working on musical project. Yorkshire pudding. What is that Yorkshire pudding? Or is this Yorkshire pudding that you biscuit heads just got to name something fucking weird? So what's in Yorkshire pudding then? Like what is the white stuff? Hopefully it's not horse related. All right, we have our weekly bench shot. We have a cell phone battery on the back of a solar panel. Let's see, if that's 60, probably a, what, 110, 120 by 60 millimeter solar panel, little cell phone battery. Looks like it came out of a fucking Nokia or an old flip phone. And then we have an LED. I think that's a 4-pin chip. Probably a TP405. 2 resistors and what looks like a diode. And then we got that. I love that little fucking holder right there. Little file here, right there. That's cool. Speaking of 3D printed stuff, we have. What is that for? That's that. The design makes me think it's acting as a plastic spring. Is that like a stamp? Like stamp of approval? See, like there's 3D printed stuff there. It's orange, of course. There's 3D printed bit holder. That's orange, but that could have been 3D printed as a replacement handle. Nothing else obvious, but oh, something up in the corner. That I've seen something like that before. Yorkshire pudding is the brown container. Cooked pancake batter mix for anything to fill. Yorkshire pudding can be mashed potatoes, chicken, pea. Like, why do you call it pudding then? Oh my god. Y'all just call anything fucking anything over there. Y'all know what cookies are. You don't know what biscuits are. Now you think pudding involves meat, mashed potatoes, peas, and pancakes. What the? God. Fucking, y'all weird. Y'all just weird. That holds the battery holder and goes into the cylinder. Oh, okay. Baracco style. That is a cap from a vitamin C tablet container. Okay. Oh, is that the last picture already? Oh yeah, so we got quote pudding. What is wrong with you people? That is damn delicious. Pancake, I would rock that in a pancake, but I'm not calling that pudding. You'll understand it when you visit what's to understand, Pianoman? That's meat, mashed potatoes, gravy, peas, and a pancake, and you're calling it pudding. It's not even like a weird thing. Like that looks goddamn good. Like that's not far off from what we do over here as a bread bowl. Like you can go to a store and buy that exact thing, but the bottom is generally bread or like pretzel dough bread. But we'll stuff the same shit into it. But we know what we call it? A fucking food bowl, a meat bowl, chicken bowl, gravy bowl, not fucking pudding. Well, now is this what you always put in it, or do you just put whatever the fuck you want in it and call it Yorkshire pudding? Like, could I put strawberries and fucking whipped cream in that, and would you still call it Yorkshire pudding? Pudding. Like, what are the rules of pudding, of Yorkshire pudding? The pudding is the container, but it's a pancake bowl. Ah, you people. I just don't understand you. Look up Yorkshire. I will, but not now. I'll choose to stay confused and frustrated at y'all because that's what works right now. Yorkshire. I'll look it up. Weirdos. Captain Bout with the update. Oh, yeah, that was looking a little rough. Yeah, you might want to just flush your soil. Like seriously, like get a bigger bucket. Flush the soil so the water's running out the bottom and like put a little extra nitrogen, like high N fertilizer in there and just see how it goes because that's definitely some nutrient weirdness. You got leaves curling a little bit here, which is another yeah. Okay. Going okay, but they are hurting a little bit. Yorkshire puds, when eating those, the saying is pulling your pud. Perfect. Oh, an electron box. Graduated. Look at the keycats. Can you see the other one? Kind of not. But, keycats. University of North, that's what it was. The electron box just graduated from the University of Northampton. Shit, I don't have a beer, but I got one of these. Cheers for Electron Box for graduating. Very good. And you should be proud of yourself. I like the tie. I haven't noticed the tie yet last night. I like the tie. That's, is that anything significant, or you just like that tie? Because I like that tie. I can sell ties on the merch store. Yeah, just randomly putting it out there. If you want something for some reason, you really want something with my logo on it, and you don't see it on my store, ask me about it. Either email me or get my attention in chat. Because it is the ridiculous amount of shit I could make to do, like, merch for the store. Like, anything from fucking boxers, bathing suits. I ordered 2 pouches, which might become, an accessory pouch, which I may start using for ammo pouches if they're durable enough. They're in production right now. Hopefully I'll have them by next Saturday. But yeah, you see something, or like you want something a little tweaked, just let me know, because it's not that bad to do custom merch on that site. Oh wow, that's everything but Mr. S, and I never got anything from Jack Attack. Yeah. And and that I gotta yeah. So here is one of his super floofs. Oop, zoom's a little weird. Chilling on the old computer. And actually, if that's an all-in-one, which it obviously is with the tubes coming down, hopefully that cat is frickin' toasty, I'll tell you what. And he also sent, where is it? That's Rob. No, that's in downloads. No. Where'd that video go? Like, I just played it, and now it's not there. It's not in Rob Music. All right, let me go back to the source and play it there. Hold on. Hold on. Download. Oh, it's on the other drive. Sorry. I have a lot of hard drives and solid state drives and NVIDIA. I have a lot of storage in the house. Other drive, downloads. Today's video. Oh, it took over Rob. Shit. All right, I'm going to have to set that back up. And here is the super floof from Mr. S. You won't be able to hear the sound. That's just kind of how that goes, but don't really need it. So I would say the Scrufdog Artsy Cats is floofer approved. Got that yellowy green handle thing. That's a good color for that. I think that's called the lime green, maybe. Oop, but there we go. All right, now I have. Oh, man. Give me a second here, because that I clicked. Well, I guess I can't really say I clicked the wrong button. That took over the Pianoman setup. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, Christ, now I gotta reload the Pianoman. Oh my god. Hold on. Pussies and Pianos self-destructed. Recent files. There we go. Okay. Okay, Rob is good to go again. Poofers is just walked up to the door, so she knows it's going to be about time here. Cat restricting airflow, says outrageous. Yeah, as long as you're not playing a game, it'll be all right. I'm too far away, but I like my local Wendy's as well, says Josh. Wendy, yeah, I have a fleshlight. No, they don't have a fleshlight yet, Jimmy the Saint, but if they do, if they get one, fucking y'all let me know. You can fuck my logo all you want. I'm fine with that. They do have, like, I like sports bras, fucking bikini tops, all kinds of weird stuff. Like candles, coffee. Like I could like pick a flavor of coffee and have like Scrufdog coffee. Kinda interesting fragrances, perfumes. Like it'd be better if I could like, Ode Scruff's ass, as opposed to just whatever generic shit they got. But it is time for Pussies and Pianos with new music from the Pianoman. So let me get that sorted, set up. That's good up there. Don't mind the fucking scroll bars. All right. I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab another beer and probably take a bite of chicken on a stick because I got Chinese food today. And have Pussies and Pianos. So, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is the Twitch ad? Not all of you get Twitch ads, but I know a couple do. Ad break ends in 1 minute. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the Twitch music now after the end of this song. Probably hit the correct button. Oh, good. That's like one of my favorite Tool songs coming up next. All right, we'll let the ad break go here, another 40 seconds, and then we'll go over to Pussies and Pianos. Let's see, nobody's out there yet. 30 seconds. Let's do a quick, see, that's empty. Let's do a quick cheers. Cheers to everybody that's still hanging out and gets to see Rob's new tunes. And it's a whole lot of different kind of new, and it's pretty fucking good. Hopefully the volume is okay, because it's a radically different volume level from his other videos, which may be weird in the future, but we'll work it out. Anyway, I mean, worst comes to worst, I can just throw it in Premiere and turn it down. Ad break has ended, which means everybody should be back. Hey, Naismith, I appreciate. Is that a gigantosize? Doesn't actually say. Does it say on the thing? It doesn't. I don't know if that. Oh yeah, why didn't that tell me gigantify? Oh, appreciate that, Naismith. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, cheers. And let's do some new Rob. Y'all gonna like this. All right. Here we go. See, Cat plus Rob. There we go. And away we go.
I'll go back to these for a second and I'll try and get my brain to think of something. Oh, that's an old favourite.
You carry on, just go and sit down in the church.
Okay, that's
enjoy
cool.
it. Just ignore the fact that everybody's there. Yeah.
Thank you.
we go. That was awesome. Every time I've heard that, it's been great. Just so you know, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there, Pianoman. Rob was very concerned that none of you would enjoy any of him playing with his organ. But I think, again, we've proven that Rob is a lot better at his craft than he realizes. So, cheers, Pianoman. That was a fucking lovely performance, and there's at least one more ready and more possibly coming, as from what we understand, he may be visiting again. So, cheers, buddy. Thank you. Rob thinking he can't play. For your first time on an organ, which I know can be different than playing a regular piano, like, that was fucking fantastic. So, deal with it. You're fucking good at what you do. And I know part of your thing is sometimes you worry, maybe you don't learn stuff fast enough. But you know what? Who cares how fast you learn it? Because you learn it. Do your thing, do your own pace, and fucking beautiful music for everyone to enjoy. Oh, hold on. Yeah, now that I'm in here. Boop. And I'm starting to think that poofers, bless me, might be the one that's that thinks the snake is like her buddy. Because I was vacuuming today and I picked up the snake and didn't like throw it, but kind of tossed it a few feet to the side, and she kind of like didn't. She walked up to it, not fast, but quicker than normal, and was just kind of sitting by it for a minute. So I don't know if I disrespected her adopted snake child or what. So I'm starting to wonder if she's the one that keeps look at that, mama and daughter. But I'm wondering if she's the one that keeps trying to feed the snake. Oop, wrong way. Hey, even their tails are going the same way. Well, those two cuddle up a lot. Like when mama's not pissed off and telling her to fluff off, like they'll cuddle up and they get along really well. What kind of organ was that, Rob? I'm pretty sure you said what it was. Fan plant would like to know. And was a fan plant also asked if it was a remote organ or a whatever organ? I don't know. Twitch music. Good song coming up. Thanks, Frank. Oh, where's my nicotine? Doodly doodly doodly. Keys are unweighted, so you need a new set of muscle memory. Okay. Apparently, from what Rob was saying, there's like a million fucking different pedals and shit down there too that you got to deal with. See, Rob says the organ is a Nicholson English pipe organ from Victorian times. Over 1,000 pipes and restored and redesigned 2 years ago. Nicholson. Why did Lock Watcher suddenly scream spicy chicken sandwich? The only reason I ask is that's when I had my little chicken patty and hamburger thing last night. Like, try this. I got this from Kill a Mike. I just tweaked it, for my own purposes. Like, for me, what I do, it's just my modified farm burger, but it's like a farm Rito or something. I've described this before, but for the new people. Actually, hold on. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. So, like, get a pan, same pan, doesn't matter. Get, like, frozen chicken patty, frozen. This is, like, for a quick eat meal, but it's good. Frozen patty, like a frozen, like, third or half-pound burger patty or whatever you got, even if it's just a quarter pounder, but just one. Get your quote large 10-inch, 12-inch burrito, or no, the round thing, flappy bit, fucking wrap. Yeah, get your wrap. Cook the burger and the chicken patty at the same time. Generally recommend adding Montreal steak seasoning to ground beef burgers, and maybe a little bit of spicy and a little bit of garlic to the chicken patty. But cook them at the same time. They'll cook up at the same time. It's fine. Put cheese on both of them, and then either bacon bits or just, if you want, a few slices of bacon. Put your wrap on the table, tortilla shell. There you go, C2S. Put your wrap on your plate. Put the burger in the middle. Burger first. That's usually the bigger out of the two. If the chicken patty is bigger or whatever, you can put that on first. Put the bigger one on first, then put the next one on, and then fold. Well, usually about 6 folds. I'm getting to the. I used to have to cut it to make it work, but I'm learning the fold. 6 folds seems to work well. Fold it over 6 times so it's all folded together. Then flip it and put it back in the pan, and then brown that side so it's like pretty golden, but kind of darkish brown. Flip it, do it again, and then I like the flavor of cooked tortilla shell or wrap so much. I will then flip it on its side 6 times and cook all 6 things, and then eat that as a burger. Either pick it up and eat it or fork and knife it, depends on what I'm doing. But that's a really good way to prepare those, especially if you're at like a burger bun or bread or whatever. Guess I'm going to have to replace Fire John's link on that. Actually, I'm going to have to replace that whole thing because like nobody pays it, really does gum streaming anymore. Killer Mike does, Luth kind of does, but that's seems to be a dying art. Wendy's has a good spicy chicken sandwich. See what the cats are doing. Graham Shaw, they always said playing with my organ all the time would be my undoing. And they were right. I got caught with my pants down. Nice. Rob says the organ has got a synth attached to it as well, plus trumpets, flutes, bells, so much. I'd be playing a trumpet, like it's like hooked up to the air system, like basically has an air hose shoved up a trumpet. That's pretty cool. I mean, I guess if an organ basically just being a collection of air valves, I guess you could even drive solenoids and shit to operate instruments. Victorian era one-man band. Yeah, really. Like if it's got all that shit hooked up to it, you're no different than like fucking Tom from Tom and Jerry or Bugs Bunny walking down the street beating the drum, got the horns, the fucking cymbals and shit on his head, fucking squeaky trombones under his feet like clown shoes. Like that's pretty much where that is. Tons of solenoids. It's like a flight deck. Holy shit. I guess if you get a chance, assuming you go again, which I know you are hoping to do so, ask if you're allowed to take a couple little videos of the cockpit, basically, of where you're sitting, so we can get like another look at it, and we'll play that just like full screen before like Pussies and Pianos, so everyone can kind of get an idea of what you're working with, if you can. Yeah, pictures would be good too, but an actual video would be pretty sweet as well, if you can. Keep saying that. Sorry. Borelli.com. Best deals of the week. Oh, wait. I'm actually not even. Yeah, anyway. Sorry. Whoa. Here comes wing, wing, wing. Here comes Pianoman. All right. After our fluffy little vacuum cleaner is done, which she's just about done. She is just always hungry. Which is funny because there's literally 3 feed stations in the house, but she just always has to eat. Mama's doing mama stuff. See how pixelated we can get. I will get the camera mounted differently so that we don't have to go sideways to see over there. It's like a Minecraft kitty. Minecraft mama. 4x zoom. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we'll leave it. Let me move it. That way I can keep an eye to see if any kitties roll up while we're chatting. Because dude usually sits, if he comes out, he'll sit in that general area there. Alright. Spoken True, what's up? There's rows of trumpet-looking pipes, says Van Plant. Okay. Where was that? Where? Oh, it's on WhatsApp. Where'd WhatsApp go? There it is. Ah, there we go. Bottom capture. There you go, Nicholson. Right there. What do you have here? West Gallery on swell, on great, on choir, swell octave, swell unison, sub octave, choir octave to great, choir octave, choir unison off, choir, wow. GT and ped pistons off, generals on S switch, maybe? SW toes, or swell toes. Two handles. Oh, that's probably for the music, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, because looks like there's another one over on the edge. This organ was redesigned by Dr. Gareth Perkins. Letters, 2023. Okay. That's a weird. I guess the grain confused the camera. Music holders, okay. If you can, the Castlevania theme would be cool. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is all the Jesus. Look at all them high beam fucking switches. Like that's basically high beam switch on every Chevy truck up until like the 80s. That was a floor switch. You'd kick it with your left foot. God damn, that is a lot of, and then you got the big foot pedals. Aren't the big foot pedals like the super deep stuff, if I'm not mistaken? Good grief. Like you gotta be a fucking genius just to figure out how to play this damn thing. Yeah, oh my god. Fuck, man. Hey, would you like to polish my knob? No, I don't have all fucking day. Jesus. Look at all these fucking knobbies. Great choir, swell, pedals, controls, 3 goddamn keyboards, high beams from hell. Jesus, man. That is a fucking cockpit. Fuck. Are you supposed to? That's a good question. Spoken True asks, are you supposed to take your shoes off while you work that? What's up, Stay Bright Neon? The wood is so beautiful, says Malacalypse. Absolutely. Like this is done by someone who is very good with their craft. And this is absolutely a craft. Like that is fucking beautiful, dude. I left my left shoe off because it was hitting 2 at a time. Okay. So I guess that's whatever you want to do. Although I feel like it might be to an advantage to take your shoes off so you can get a little more tactile feel for everything that's going on down there. But I guess whatever works for you is what works. Sorry, I'm zooming in and out. I'm just like seeing different stuff and going, hey, ooh. That's cool. I appreciate you sending those in, man. I like that. That is, yeah, I absolutely see why you were a bit overwhelmed. That is a freaking lot. Laser asks, what's up, man? Is the mirror so you can watch yourself playing? Yeah, what is the mirror all about? Is that just so you can watch, or is that so that you can watch yourself playing with your organ? Aren't those usually mounted on the ceiling? Zap says I wouldn't even know where to begin with all those knobs. Yeah, at that point, I'd just be like, boop, boop, pull a knob, burp, burp, pull a knob, burp, burp, just to see what the hell happened. Franco says it's even got a rear view mirror. It's got like to see the conductor or the choir master. Oh, yeah, yeah. You gotta like, they gotta like do stuff and point and that thing. Okay. Or to see people sneaking up on you, says Electron. Also a good thing, especially nowadays. Does it have a MIDI input? Do you know, Rob? Like, can you put an old, like some MIDI stuff in there to like pump it through the organ, I guess. Frank Notabete says my feet would be hitting like 4 to 6 pedals at a time. Can you imagine Big Clive's big old size 15s on that? Like he just hit them all at once. I mean, I got size 12. From the looks of it, I'd have to be pretty careful on where I hit because I'd probably the lower keys, the lower foot keys, I'd probably bonk. Grip the knobs. Grip it. How do you do, or what is the definition? Oh, I need another drink. Oh, top of the hour toast. Cheers, everybody. Shit, good timing. All right. What's the definition of a, oh my God. I'll get back to that. I'm just totally right now. Anyway, double cheers again. Christ. Franco says, I just don't have the coordination for all those pedals. Yeah, I can not quite play a couple things on a keyboard. Like, I think a lot of people know, like, a couple of, like, little things that they can figure out. I'm, like, vaguely above that, only because I used to play guitar a lot, and I learned how to, like, not that I'd know now, because I haven't done it in 25 years, but, like, I learned how to read sheet music as it applied to guitar, and that kind of lended itself to piano fairly well. Can it be used to communicate with aliens? That's a good question. That's a good question. Rob says, I think it does have MIDI because it has a synth attached to it. That's good possibility then. It's like a low-heeled shoe that's narrow-heeled, like a heel-toe operation. Oh, okay. Rob says the pedals are just another keyboard, to be honest. Just a shape made for the feet instead of the hands. What's the definition of a reverse exorcism? When the devil has to tell the priest to get out of the child. Anyway. Malakaloops, I did trombone in grade school. I got a keyboard when I was a kid at some point. I messed with it a little bit here and there. I used to be able to play a couple things. I could probably figure out a thing or two. But then I got into guitar, which led me to get back into keyboard a little bit. And then it all just... Grant Rainey says, I'm sure I have a video of the one in Glasgow having Star Wars, the American National Anthem, and Indiana Jones played on it. That's cool. Malakaloops says, damn trombone was almost as big as I was and like a quarter of my body weight. Oh, good grief. Engage the mouth clutch. Take it out of neutral, Scruff. Yeah. Sometimes I just get a little derp on the words, like speaking sucks sometimes. Go, not gal. Oh, I keep saying Glasgow. I know it's Glasgow. Yeah. It's, y'all just like, there's, it's funny how like we don't pronounce the H in herb, like herbs and spices. Y'all say herbs. But then like you got like Worcestershire, like, you know, Worcestershire sauce, or is America Worcestershire fucking whatever sauce, but like Worcestershire sauce. Like there's so many letters in there that you biscuits don't fucking pronounce, but you get on us because we don't say H in one word. But you skip entire fucking vocabularies in like your city names and some of your words. And then you try to get on that, and you call pudding a baked fucking pancake or a cooked pancake. What the fuck? Y'all confusing as shit. Watching them, say, I remember seeing a video ages ago about an organ getting repaired and refurbished. It was absolutely fascinating. Watching them tune the pipes was cool. Says Malacalypse. Yeah, like I've watched different stuff. I've had Rob because of Pianoman. At one point, I actually watched a video of someone like tweaking around with a fucking tuning the piano. I was like, oh, okay. Like there's a lot of cool shit. Like some of y'all city names are just weird. They're like fucking like 30 letters long, but you say like 4 syllables. Unbelievable. What do you, Jack Attack asks, what do you call it when a naked person sits down? A moon landing. Speaking of moon landings, some of you used to watch back in the day when I played KSB2 before Takedown Interactive decided to say fuck you to all the people that paid full price for a game, but were only given 15%, like literally. And they shut down the studio, so KSB2 is a wildly unfinished game that for some fucking reason is still for sale for full price. But anyway, so a bunch of those developers and some other ones from DayZ and a couple other games came together, and they're making Kitten Space Agency, which is already looking like it's going to be much better than Kerbal Space Program 2. They released they are a really, right now the demos they're releasing are not unlike KSB2, where like the first early access was mostly like physics testing, and that's what they're doing. They just released one. It's got some demo vehicles. You can kind of fly around, do your thing. The solar system is that of our solar system. They even have some comets in it. They have Halley's Comet. What was the Bob? I forget what it was, but Halley's Comet, the Bop, I don't know, fucking Comet, and some other one. I forget what they were, but I know there's at least 3 comets in there, and it's listed, but apparently it's not necessarily in there yet. But even the 3-Eye Atlas, like you can like go there and like check it out. I don't know what would be there. I guess Hail Bop, that's it. Thanks, Dave, right? Yeah, Hail Bop. And everyone else. Yeah. Schumacher Levy, is that the other one that's in there? Yeah, I know there's at least 3 comets I saw in there. But it looks really good. The graphics are already better. They have stated it's going to take a little while, but they're going to get the game core working before they add any other polish to it. They want the core game to be working and relatively bug-free before they start opening the rest of it up. But so far, it's pretty cool. We messed around with it on Discord last night for a little while. But it looks good. Sounds good. It scares the shit out of you every once in a while when the camera flips and suddenly there's an engine. Like, both me and Captain Barrett, fucking, what it did, I hit the button and it, like, flipped the thing around. All of a sudden, the engine was in your face and both were like, Jesus Christ, like, scared the shit out of us. But, it looks like it's going to be good. And the model they're using is it's a free game. They just want donations. Like you go there, you download the game, and then it says, hey, if you enjoy the game, if you wouldn't mind donating. So like, I'm going to mess with it. I'm going to wait for like the next release to see how they're doing. They like it. Probably toss them $20. And then as they go incrementally, I'll probably give them a few bucks here and there just to support them as they go. But it looks like it's going to be a really good game. So that's cool. And for those that enjoyed when I was playing Gold River Project, they have announced that they originally wanted to unlock the 2-hour demo in the summer, but they wanted to optimize the graphics and everything on it first. So they actually worked with Epic and Unreal and all them and whoever directly. Like they paid them to help them consult with them to get their game more streamlined. Like they kind of like where it's at now, and they're looking to unlock the demo to unlimited time in January. So we'll see where we're at with Surrounded, because it was kind of a competition between Surrounded and Gold River Project. But at the same time, we'll play them both. But so we'll see how that goes in January. And if anyone likes watching Scum, like I don't fucking know. Until they fix some of the bugs in that, I'm kind of done with Scum. I mean, at this point, they've had the same arrow bug. Like you go to load an arrow into the bow, and like you start to see the arrow, and then the arrow disappears, and then it suddenly reappears. But the animation jagginess actually delays you firing the arrow, and then people are getting hit, and you get fucked up, and all this stuff. And like they haven't addressed it in what 3 months it's been out. I'm just kind of done with that game for a little while. And like I'm not going to play it now, because as soon as that arrow glitch gets me killed and I lose a lot of good stuff, then I'll never want to play the game again. So I'm taking a break from it to like save it so that I'm not like just fed up with it. Graham Shaw's out. Need some sleep. Good night all, and cheers. Well, cheers to you. Get some shut-eye there. Schumacher was the one that did the swan dive into Jupiter, wasn't it? God, what was that? Was that? I thought that was something other than Schumacher. I know exactly what you're talking about. So I remember seeing the pictures slash quote video or whatever it was. Like I think it was sequential pictures until they lost contact with it. Of course, I might also be thinking of the one they dove into either Saturn or one of Saturn's moons as well. I know they've done that a couple times out there. 2061 for the next Haley, I'm guessing, yeah, Haley's Comet pass. 36 years for 57-year-old easy, assuming Aubrey DeGray is right. Yeah, I feel like that's Haley's Comet. Yeah, I feel like it's on like a 76, is it 76 or 70? I think it's like a 76-year cycle. Chris is also out. Good night to you. Appreciate you hanging out. Can you name a star with a tail, Jack? What? Lock? A star with a tail. Sirius? That's the dog star. Dogs generally have a tail. And that is coincidentally my favorite star, not because it's dog star, but because it is recognized as the most twinkly, colorful star we have. And I always thought that was pretty cool to look at. Especially, I've looked at it through a telescope, and it's even cooler through a telescope. Delta Mike says, well done for reading my typing. Yeah, you kind of sorted out. I know mobile can be a little tough when the keys are like on my, like, I don't even have like big finger ends. Like, some people can have skinny fingers, but their pads are just big. Like mine are fairly, not overly big or anything, you know what I mean? But, yeah, when you got keys that are a quarter the size of your pad, like typing sucks. On mobile. I do pretty good on a mechanical keyboard. I'm not great on membrane keyboards, but I'm pretty damn good on a mechanical keyboard, which is why there's always multiple mechanical keyboards around. So Chris is out. Next comment. You're out. Rob says, same here, would have liked to have seen Haley's the first time at about 6, and then 77 or so to see it twice. Yeah, I remember, like, I had the Halley's Comet Special Edition Hot Wheels car. I feel like it may have been a Firebird or a Camaro, but it was black with, like, I remember, I feel like the emblem on it, the Halley's Comet had, like, a symbol for it when it was all big, and what was that, like, 86 or something? Like, the 80s it came around? And, actually had that car. I feel like the emblem was, like, similar to NASA's, or maybe it was NASA's and it just had Halley's Comet stuff on it. What's up, Fama? Well, it's good you made it by 7 because, we've already talked a little bit about food, but, past 7 o'clock is food time, food discussion time, or it always seems to go that way, which is just fine. I've always liked Aldebaran. It's fun to say. I guess if you know how to say it, right? Mira? Mira? What is Mira, Jacques? Star with a tail, Lassie. There you go. Okay. That does kind of technically count, I would suppose. All right, let's see. For those, I know we're starting to lose some people, but for those that showed up late, and we'll do the quick update. One, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, aka New York time, we'll start assembling my AR-10. Well, start and finish, but that is a Discord-only stream, because you can't do that on Twitch or YouTube. So we're all just going to be hanging out there. Doing our thing. You don't require a webcam or a microphone. You can still join the voice channel and just hang out and watch and listen. And there will be a text channel to talk that way if you'd prefer. And I have a new shirt in the merch shop, as well as a new set of glassware. And I got that new beanie up because I did forget to put an X-ray beanie up, and Frank already ordered one. Nice, thank you. Frank Netabetty got one going there. And let's see, Boozy just ordered the clock. Stoned people don't get angry, says eFault. Yeah, it's really kind of difficult for, like, really stoned people don't want to be angry. They just want to be stoned. I would think. Yeah, they didn't have, like, just regular navy blue. It was like dark navy or something. Like, I've checked a couple different suppliers of that do embroidery, but that was the best selection I could find. Picked up some Wendy's chili, says Lackwatcher. Not quite like mine. Guess I'm going to have to make a batch. Wendy's chili. Well, and I haven't had Wendy's chili in probably 20 years or more. That being said, I know Wendy's chili used to be pretty good for fucking fast food chili. Like, it was good. Not as good as, like, the chili I would make, or probably the chili you'd make. But, it was pretty good. Like, I would get that, and I would usually get that and a spicy chicken sandwich and fries. Dip the fries in the chili, because that's just how you fucking do it if you get the fries in the chili at Wendy's. And then I'd eat the burger and dip the burger in the chili as well. It just kind of worked out. But no, I did enjoy Wendy's chili, but it could have changed in 20 years because everything food seems to. How visible is Atlas now? I'm not sure. I'm loosely following Atlas because there's so many fucking channels saying so much weird stuff about it one way or the other, or this or that. But apparently its best visibility is in, what, 3 weeks or something? I think like first week of December. I'll have to get caught up on that. Up here we put mushrooms in our chili, says Fama. Well, Canada's fucking weird too, so. Wendy's chili uses the leftover burger patties for the chili. Yes. Some of that is leftover burger patties. But you know what? Whatever, they're still good. I'd rather see them get cycled into chili than thrown out. It's just like Royal Farms. When they make chicken, like their chicken tenders and their chicken pieces, if they don't sell them, then they, instead of throwing them out, they'll throw them in the refrigerator, and then night shift, usually night shift, from my understanding, pulls that chicken out, rips all the meat off, puts it back in the fridge, well, rips all the meat off, and then makes chicken salad with it for the next day, which is fucking brilliant because, again, there's no point in wasting all that food. What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed. Boy, that was my order. Okay, burger, fries, and chili. Perfect. Like that was the way to do it back in the day. I used to. There was a period where Wendy's was my main fast food joint to get food from. Today I chose to get a shitload of Chinese food, but when I get Chinese food, it usually lasts me a few days. I just make sure I eat the rice first, because every time I talk about Chinese food and rice, everyone shits the bed in here. I mean, I get it, but don't worry. I make sure the rice goes first. What's up, the Balmet? Evening, Big Clive put me on to you last week and really enjoyed it, so I'm back. Well, I appreciate that. Much appreciated. Like, we're just doing our thing. We're just chilling. Talking a little bit about the Pew Pew tomorrow on Discord, and sold a lot of merch in the past couple weeks. Well, a lot for me. The merch shop usually gets about an order a month or two, but I've had like 4 or 5 orders in the past few weeks. I don't know. That works. Who is that? Snapdick Noise just followed. Sweet. Hey, it's 7:20, which means it's 4:20 in California. So cheers, everybody. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate everybody that's followed. Oh, Pyre. I didn't see that one. Oh, that was a couple hours ago. Shit. Well, I guess if you're still here, it almost looks like it says Pyrex, but it looks like it's Pyrex. Appreciate that follow too. But yeah, cheers, everyone. You can't get Wendy's chili from the grocery store, but it's cheaper to get. Oh, you can get Wendy's chili from the grocery store, but it's cheaper to get at the restaurant. I mean, that makes sense. Just distribution channels and all that. I didn't know you get Wendy's chili at the store. I'll give it one. Yeah, we'll do another toast. Cheers, C2S. Cheers, everybody. Hold on. I got to look that up. Malacalypse got me wanting to look that up. Prost is a German word. Nice. I'm half German. Like, it's funny, we came over from Germany in the 1500s, and somehow the German men have always married Irish women. So I've somehow managed to say relatively 45-ish% German and Irish throughout our ancestry. It's interesting. Is a German word for cheers to your health and is used as a toast while drinking. Can also refer to prostacillin in biochemistry, a substance that inhibits blood clot formation. In a programming contest, Prost is the name of a protocol buffer's implementation for the Rust language. All right. Prost. Is it Prost? Prost? I feel like it would be more like Prost. But either way, cheers. Oh, my ear itches. Many of the big stores that sell roasted chickens convert the leftovers to chicken salad. Yeah, I mean, that says Lockwatcher. Yeah, that makes absolutely perfect sense. Like, because honestly, chicken salad's usually better with chicken that's a day old. Kind of like when you make fried rice. You know, if you want to make Chinese food or just fried rice in general, you make white rice and then you let it sit in the fridge for a day to like do its thing, and then you fry it up. Spaghetti. Spaghetti is good when it's fresh. What the hell? Nice. Huh? The Bellman. Oh, cool. You just wait. Subscribe. Oh shit. Well, fucking yeah. All right. Cool. Appreciate that. Subscribe. Appreciate the support. Prost. Okay. Roast. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Pronunciation. How to pronounce Prost correctly in German? Jesus. Okay. I'll just let it go. This is a minute 30-second video where we're just Prost. 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 More like Prost. Prost. Okay. Was just watching Hill Street Blues. Like, hold on, Fama. Like the old, like, isn't there like a newer version of that? And then there's like the OG one that was actually like good. Alcove Electronics Workshop. What's up and welcome. I have reached 25% of completing my sub goal. Subscribed at tier 1. That's awesome. Sounds about right to me, says Malak. All right, I'll try it. I'll work on that one. Fama says I'm watching the OG Hill Street Blues. Well, good. That's like the good one, yeah. Dark Lord Noir. Gentacular Chicken Enjoyer. And renowned Dr. Scruff. Actually, it would be Reverend Scruff. I'm not a doctorate of anything yet. Have you heard of the scintillating Beaglesaurus, a series of novels on AO3? I have not. Let me see. Beaglesaurus series? Is that a thing? There's Bagelsaurus. Oh wow, I typed that like I don't even know how Google got that much with it. That was horrible. It keeps trying to put me to a bagel shop. Is there something else? Have you heard of sin? Of sin? No, I guess I haven't. It keeps coming up with a bagel source no matter what I hold on, let me force that. There it is. The Beaglesaurus non-cinematic novel tree universe. Archive of our own. I guess I'll take a look. What is that about? Soggy Turballs. Where's the D, man? Where's Soggy Turdballs? Are you busy right now? I mean, I'm kind of in the middle of something a little bit, but what's up? Did he win the? Oh, in the game. Yeah. Pulling out their garage every day. Those cop cars must have horrible alignment. Yeah. They haven't had a new Hill Street Blues, but they did have a spinoff, Beverly Hills Blunts. I saw Blunts. You were trying to say Blues. Either way, it's probably close enough. Exactly, you solved the mystery. An epic, sci-fi epic about sci-fi. Wow. A sci-fi epic about cyborgs, aliens, birds, transformers, and villainous space wizards. Well, I got the page up. I will sneak a peek there, Dark Lord. Always appreciate a recommendation for any kind of read. A lot of the last couple books I've read have been like really fucking weird, outrageous, like spoof books, but like fucking just funny as shit. Beverly Hills Bunts. Okay. That was definitely a series of, yeah, there was that, those words existed, yes. Yeah. Delta Mike asks here, or says, here's one. Imagine just started going over the Secret Seven novels from my childhood. Going over the Secret Seven. What is Secret Seven? Bunts rhymes with cunfun. Thought that said cunty fun at first. It's like, hey, whichever works. What was the wub wub that just popped up? It doesn't. Oh, fuck. Dark Lord gifted a 1-month tier sub to Malacalypse. Fucking A, right, man. Appreciate that, everybody. Appreciate the support we're getting tonight. Cheers to that. Thank you for the follow there, Dark Lord. And y'all new folks here, just in case you're interested, on Wednesdays I either do Legos or engine-y stuff. This Wednesday we started putting this together, which is driven by an electric motor right there, but we have all kinds of stuff to put on there, propeller. It's like a demonstrator of a radial engine. We do that, and then every other Thursday we have a military MRE. Whoop. Beef goulash is this week's MRE. What is that? Zap Sparky gifting a membership. Oh yeah, cheers. And that went to Franco. Nice. How many on Twitch? You mean people? 43 viewers on Twitch and scroll 39 viewers on YouTube. Wow. 45 viewers on Twitch. How do I have more viewers on Twitch than YouTube? That's weird, but that works. Either way, don't matter where you're chatting from as long as you're having a good time. Let's see. The radio. Oh, a radio. Yeah, it's like, was it Malacalypse? Someone, I forget who it was. Someone clipped it where before you put all the rest of it on there, it was just the crankshaft and the 5 pistons, and I was spinning it by hand, and you could see like the wave of pistons. Like that was clipped on, I think, YouTube. I forget where that I saw that. Oh yeah, Malacca. Check out this clip. Scrufdog. Oh yeah, it edited. It cut out the. It doesn't let you do the thing, which is weird because it should actually let you post a link. Because now you're a member. Let's see. No, that's weird. But yeah, if you look on the what is it, on YouTube? I guess that was. Oh no, Scrufdog. No, it was on Twitch. I'm sorry, because it says check out Scrufdog Live. Yeah, on Twitch, a clip on Twitch of the actual radio engine spinning like that, like a Spitfire says development. That's it. Yeah. Like they were pretty popular. The way I understand it, they were like really got their shit going in airplanes originally, I guess. Like I'm guessing they were kind of designed for airplanes or just wherever you needed a very balanced thing. Hold on, Malacalypse, I'll get it. Let me see. Give me a sec here. I'll pull that clip up. Malacalypse is trying to post it. It's a good clip. Let me I can grab it real quick and that I don't need to listen to myself talking. I hear that enough because I fucking talk to myself all the time. At least that way I know I'm not going to hear something too stupid coming back. Oh shit, we got a hype train going too? God damn. Alright. Where is my damn... There we go. Videos... Featured clip. Oh, why isn't that a feature? Where is that clip? That's weird. I thought it was on my clip page. Maybe it's on Malacalypse. Nah, it's there, Malacalypse. It's thought it was set up so that if you were a subscriber, is that a Lego? That one is not a Lego, Dark Lord. But most of the stuff you see behind me, like, that's a Lego Johnny 5, Lego Moon Rover, Lego Christmas Tree, Lego Phone Booth, Lego Mars Rover, Pew Pew, remote control Lego forklift. That's me, that Boozy had made. That's my snake. the spaceship from that scene in the Lego movies. And we got Meeseeks, Odie, Happy Tree Friends, the Wizard from Clash of Clans, Lego Space Station, little Sterling engine, RC car that Fama sent us, this week's MRE, the gun range bag, miscellaneous junk, scented candle thing that hasn't burned in a long time. Something just happened. 100 bits from Frank Netabetty. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Cheers to that. Like, this is interesting. I'm seeing how some of the alerts aren't working right. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. C2S, my favorite books were Alfred Hitchcock and The Three Investigators. When I was growing up, by the time I was 15, I had read every single Stephen King and Richard Bachman book that he had written at that time. But then I was old enough to, like, start driving, and I didn't read much after that. I was usually just driving around Loch Raven. What's up, Brantley? I think I was here late. Well, you're a little late, but, like, we're still doing our thing. Yeah, check out Brantley. Brantley's been putting out a lot of little videos lately. Little shorts messing around. Verizon Wireless says they have received my payment. That's good. That's the only bill I auto pay is my internet and phone bill. Oh, there's Rob posting up the Discord if you want to check out tomorrow. And also, if you get in there and you're having problems, like you want to get your video or microphone to work, but you can't quite get it sorted out, then, like, try to reach out to somebody, like, either in the text channel or whatever, and people will help you get your stuff going. No doubt there. See, that's the other thing. Every time someone does a thing, it's supposed to auto highlight it. Like, it should have done that when Frank did the 100 bits. I don't know why that's not working. Like, it should have highlighted that and that, like, auto, unless it's doing it and I'm not seeing it, but I'm not really seeing that happen over there. So that's kind of frustrating. I'll have to check the plugin again. And are we scrolling? Yeah, okay. That's still working. Oh, I see what Rob's doing. Rob, are you asking? Is that what you're doing there, Rob? Because you better be fast on your fingers, because just get ready. No, it's not working there, Mr. Yeah, I didn't think it was. Well, thank you for following Turbo Ginger. It sounds like my cat. It sounds like Ronnie when he's having a good day. Scruff in space. Malacalypse just said, wait, Malacalypse is on YouTube as well. Oh, shit, Rob, you got the whole thing out. There you go. On my screen, we have a solid, actually probably on most people's screen. Good deal. But he was waiting for it. Wow, we got more stuff. Normal Norman's been saving up for the old deep voice that I just added. Yeah, actually, don't redeem. You don't have to, but what is it? Super hydrate and, as I know when someone's going to fucking do this, and dance like an idiot, are they in the Twitch thing as well? But here we go. For about a minute.
We're gonna talk in the smooth sounds of down pitch, baby. Oh yeah. No, that is a big negative. Alright. No, they aren't, but lose the glasses is. Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's drag this on down here, baby. Oh, baby. Why is that picture there? Gotta put some of that in there, baby. Alright, let's see here. Bubble, bubble, boo. My alert. Oh, no, no. Wrong page. Wrong page. Let's go over here. Let's try it on this side of the plugin. Shut up, shut up. Stop playing. Get that. Click that. Click that. Move over there. Where the hell are my extensions? Let's try that one. The extension is now active on extension component. Alright. Let's go to the channel. Moving it on over. And that still not see it. Oh, well, I'll figure it out. Anyway, alright, let's close that. Close that. Nope, don't close that. Leave that there. Delete that. Yeah. Who dares log on to ScrufOS? Say, baby, I'm gonna butter your biscuits. Alright, I think it's...
I feel like that's been about a minute. You have to see, I don't know why sound alerts isn't working again. That seems finicky at times. Because there's a bunch of different places. They're like, oh, you can add it here. Oh, you can add it there. But they don't actually tell you what the definition of where they're placing it is. It's just words that sound technical, but don't fucking mean it. Oh, good lord, they're tagging me. Alright.
Alright, I'll do this for about a minute then. That's just fine. Let's go back over here. Back to the extension page. Nope. It should be like fucking. Maybe it's over. No, it's not an overlay. Not at all. It's gotta be a panel. Cause like panel. That says panel 1. That says component 1. But I don't know. I don't know. Jack Attack says, I went to a psychic yesterday. I knocked on her front door and she yelled, who is it? So I left. We will all end up on a list listening to this. Does it need to reload? Well, I have tried the reload, and I am currently retrying the reload. And we shall see if it's there. If I can even see it on my own stream, I don't know, but I don't currently see it. So I'm going to go to set as component 2. Whatever the fuck that means. You can manage permissions. Does this, that is manage, that's fine. That's all working. So now we're going to reload. And it's time for a toast. while I'm talking like this. Hold on. Clicky clicky. Still not seeing the thingy. Let's go back to that. Alright. What time is it? Random ass time. That's empty. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out and dealing with me, dealing with this. Spudley the Tech, that is a good point. At least it will confuse the AI watching this. Absolutely. And again, when using the pitch bender, I do have to slightly over-enunciate my speech so that you can understand a single fucking word I'm saying. But I love it.
Okay. I prefer my toast with a Marmite, but cheers. Yeah, I gotta figure where the hell I put the Marmite. I think it may have grown fucking intelligence and self-awareness. I'm not quite sure. Like I'm gonna have to watch a video on how to get that to work right, because it doesn't seem like it ever once. It seems like I got it to work, I think, on one stream, and then it stopped working again. That being like the extra alerts thing. If I can get it to work right, I'll actually add some more stuff to them, but like they don't pop up in the thingy. Like I don't see them anyway. I assume I would be able to see my full dash thing or whatever, but I don't fucking know. Anyway, all right, let me there. Just close that out. I don't need to mess with that too much. Anyway, Brantley has a new short uploading. All right. Z2S first time viewer. What the fuck? Yeah, that's kind of a lot of the stream here. We just do whatever happens, and some pop up really small, some are huge. Yeah, they're okay. Let me. Jesus Christ. All right. So for this scene, which is called side main, because it's got all the shit on this, it's got chat on the side. So this is side main. Like this is main camera. Yeah, just me. Yeah, I try to remember to turn this on like if I'm on like just chilling on Discord, because nobody needs to see all the extra stuff. But on side main, my main broadcast thing here, I have, which one is this? I have the overlay from Twitch itself, an overlay from Sound Alerts, an overlay right there for Spotify. The music, so that you can hear it, is an invisible overlay. The Ninja pole, like when I pull poles up here, that's an overlay. There's a second Twitch overlay for a different set of alerts. There's the chat overlay. There's the featured text thing, like that. That's another overlay. That's a separate overlay. I have the backup chat overlay, which isn't working. Oh yeah, I didn't even fire that up. I have an overlay for what's about to pop up, because normally we'd have that little counter thing at the bottom there. I forgot to even start that one. So the overlay for that number that's about to pop up is another overlay. Like there's so many of them, and trying to get them sized and to work right, because not only do you size them in OBS, but there's a completely different scale and sizing done at the source of the overlay. So it just kind of, you just get it as close as you can and hope for the best. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time there, Frank. Let's I'm just doing my thing on stream. No expectations. We'd all just chill, you know, the biggest reason we started this was one to help Clive fill in for when he's doing the tattoo show, and because everybody wanted. Well, Clive started doing a lot of the hour-and-a-half streams, and then I figured, well, shit, everybody wants the old school 3-4 hour stream. I'll fill in for the rest of it. Christ, we've done some. What was the long? I think we did a 6.5 hour stream once. We used to do a bunch of 5 hour streams, but you know, we're just chilling. Frank says my craptastic kitchen PC is overworking, just running YouTube and Twitch into Windows. Or what kind of specs is that? That was the yeah, I thought that might have been the 420 stream. That was a goofy ass stream, but that had Clive. Clive was in that one for a while. We both of he guest starred. At some point we're gonna have to see if we can figure out how to do it now that he's on Twitch. Maybe have him come over, do another thing, or apparently there's a thing built into Twitch where if we're both streaming, whether we're on each other's stream or not, like if I had like, you know, Clive's head over here or something, apparently you can do a combined chat thing too, so that everybody's Twitch chat is both streamers chat, like it's in your chat group. Like I gotta start messing with that. maybe like something with Clive, or like kill a mic, or you know, another streamer that has enough people to like get both chats going, kind of thing, just to test it out. 112, an alarming number. An alarming number? Well, the alarm number is usually 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will be both your combination, and it will be pretty alarming if I've done, Jesus. If I'm still doing this in, I don't know that I'd be alive at episode 1234. 112, oh, equals 911. Oh, there you go, I gotcha. That's a biscuit joke. Gotcha. Gotcha, PW. Wow, that's you. Out of curiosity, do you have something else on 911 over there? Not saying, and I'm not being that over egotistical American that assumes the world follows us, because fuck, don't ever goddamn do that. But like, do you guys already have something on 911? That does nothing? See, I almost feel like, I don't know. I guess like if you're going to a country, it's really your responsibility to learn their emergency system and not assume 911 would just work everywhere. The Balmont says 999, 911, and 112 all work in the UK. Like something, that's kind of what I was feeling like, just to kind of cover some bases. Redirects, yeah, like that would kind of make sense. Especially, well, I mean, that really makes sense in the UK because no, you know, there's, I wonder if someone happens to know, like, how many flights a day pre-government fucking shutdown, like what is the Alexa, what is the average number of flights in between the United Kingdom and the United States per day? I like the new, like how they add little stuff, like, so one flight about every 9.5 minutes per day, and that was in July 2024. So pre-government shutdown, it was probably closer to like 9 minutes. I'm sure there's been a little bit more. So that would kind of make sense to have the US covered over there. And if the EU was all about the 112, then obviously, I mean, like, you know, you guys, like, you almost just about, I don't know, hasn't someone swam from France to the UK? I feel like 1 or 2 people have done that, but yeah, that does make sense for the UK. I don't, 999 used to be like, either is or was like the self-deletion hotline. I don't know if 112 does anything over here. Mr. S is typing out the Russian. God, what were that? What's that called? Like it's still going on. The radio number stations that go on. It looks like that's what Mr. S is rocking right there. It's about 20 miles across. Oh, that's it. 20 miles. I thought it was like 40 or 50, but 20 miles. Shit, that ain't nothing. Well, I mean, not that I'm gonna fucking swim across it, but 999, hang your knickers on the line. 999 in Ireland. Okay. I'm surprised they haven't come up just to like someone just fucking pick one. You know what I mean? Because it would kind of make sense just if most countries are using a 3-digit code. Why not just everybody go, hey, are we good with that? Like, make, like, in the United States, 911 and say fucking 777, Jesus saves. And then everyone else goes, yeah, I have 777. You have 7? Yeah, we all have 7. Okay, yeah, why don't we all do that with everything else? Like, have an actual international emergency number. Like, it would just kind of make sense to me. Yes, some people have swum. Alexa, what's the difference between swam and swum? What the fuck? Alexa, stop. She was saying it had something to do with robotics, so I think that was a little bit off. 111181181113 if you get it. 1181. How does that sound familiar? I don't know. That makes me think of Clutch. 100011100101. It's a good song. IT crowd. Okay. 240. Yeah, that's what she. 248 flights, one about every 9.5 minutes. That's that's significant. I mean, what do you figure? How many people on an average plane flight? Like 250. So like that's a lot of people going back and forth. Number stations. Yes, Dave Ab. Number fucking stations. That's what they are. Yeah, Frank Natabetti. Yeah. The number stations. I watched something on that not too long ago. That is interesting. They're still going too. Like, who fucking? I do find it weird that people keep saying they don't know where they're coming from. Like, I'm pretty sure like I could probably figure that shit out with just a transistor radio, but I guess nobody wanted to bother looking. But yeah, Clutch is an awesome band, says Frank. Yeah, that's they're local boys here. I set your Amazon device off there, Sauce. Yeah, I've done that on purpose before. The one time I said quite loudly, Amazon device, what is pi to the 100th decimal? And apparently I got like 4 or 5 people's to go off. You used to be able to say Amazon device, what is this, or play the sound of a toilet flushing, and it would actually play a sound of a fucking toilet flushing. And then other times it would play a song, which was weird. 112 works on all GSM networks, even in the US. Oh, okay. They'll say the cell phone coverage has kind of got that sort of covered. That's good. Like, as long as somebody, like, it just makes sense. I don't know. Like, they can come up with all this other shit. Like, that would be like that would be like at most 4 10-minute sessions at the UN. You know what I mean? Hey, we want to do one number for everything. Here's fucking 20 different numbers that we've randomly picked. Go back, fucking figure out which ones you have open and reserve those that are open, and then we'll meet back up. And then they meet back up. What do we got? All right, turn it all in. We're going to go put it in a database. All right, this one's open. Go back and see if you can get it implemented. And then the 4th meeting, are we good? All right, pull the trigger. We're done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. 999 was the longest turn for the dial on the old telephones. Yep. I feel like do I have a fucking rotary phone in this house? There's the slimmest fucking chance I have a rotary phone in this house, but I don't know that I do. And I can't imagine finding one at this point would be very easy because they're most likely, fairly collectible. I assume they would still work. I don't even know if they work on modern phone lines because a lot of modern phone lines are just fucking VoIP boxes that plug into a phone jack and simulate a real phone line. Spudley says it's 000 here in the UK. Is it? I mean, that would that wouldn't work necessarily, because you dial 0 for operator, but I guess if you kept dialing, I don't know how that would work. Because as soon as you hit 0 here, it goes to some fucking, who knows, it's probably AI at this point. But you had 2, and yesterday work. Very good. Back attack. When I lost the dictionary, my wife asked if I looked upstairs, and I said, I can't look up anything. 112. Oh, yeah. Okay. Couple left. Right. Gotcha. 0 is 10 pulse. Is it 10 pulses? Yeah. I mean, I guess that would make it would make sense. Make it the long, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. You want to make it the longest one so you can't accidentally dial it, but it is the longest one. So, like, when seconds count, you're wasting a few seconds. But we say 000. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 000. Yeah, it's 000. It's smoother to say. It's not as start and stoppy. Top of the hour. Wow, we're at 8 o'clock already. All right. Yeah, we'll do this one. Well, we're gonna be wrapping up in like 5-10 minutes or so. But tonight's been a fucking good night for the channel. Good night. A bunch of new people, new subscribers. Everybody's helping out, dipping in, like doing their thing, man. Like, it's been good chat. New song, new music, shit like that. Like, cheers, everybody. Like, fucking A. I appreciate y'all. Rotary phones work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they still work in the standard. But I know some places run a standard phone system, but it's really like a VoIP with a phone jack on it. There, Dave Vab. Like, I've heard people having problems with rotary phones on some. Which I would think if you're advertising it as a landline, you would have to disclose it's a VoIP. All right. C2S wants everyone to stretch. Y'all been sitting here a little while. Let's get another one in there. And remember, cracking your knuckles doesn't actually hurt anything. It doesn't cause arthritis. So go ahead, crack shit. Don't smoke crack, but crack yourself. You know what Oh, fuck. So, let's see. Again, tomorrow, if you want to hop on my Discord, link in the description, and it's been in and out of chat. I'll be putting the AR-10 together tomorrow starting around 1 p.m. It does not require a video or a microphone to join. You can just hop in, watch, and listen. And like whoever wants to, we can all just going to sit around and BS while I'm doing it. It's not like stream format. It's not going to be on Twitch or YouTube because you can't assemble rifles on Twitch or YouTube, even though you used to be able to record a video and upload it, but now you can't even do that. But I'll see you later, Alcove. Appreciate you swinging on through. But I'll be doing that. And then again, a reminder for Christmas Day, which you're going to hear this over and over again, just in case people miss it. Yeah, on Christmas Day, we're doing a 12+ hour stream of Christmas movies and Christmas shows. Same thing. You can watch and join. And there's always going to be a text channel available. God damn. In case you want to communicate, in that way, because I'll be reading text as much as I can while I'm doing the rifle or watching the movies or whatever. Pulse works. MK says Pulse works on some VoIP cable phone services, but it generally depends on what type of hardware is being used. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. That's cool. I'm gonna have to see. I know where a phone or two is downstairs. Like I got one on the wall because the fiber optic, the ONT box has a phone jack on it that works for 911. So I just have it plugged into that. I don't have, like, that's what they give you for a hard line as far as I know now. There's a phone there. And I think there's like 2 phones in the blue box that are right over there on the basement. One of them's a Garfield phone. And there might be another phone in there that may or may not be a rotary. I don't know, man. Now I kind of want to like ask around and see if I can find a fucking rotary phone just to kind of have it. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Malakova says, true that cracking joints doesn't cause damage, but there is a non-zero chance on self-deleting if you crack your neck. Well, yeah, that is also true. That'll probably happen to me. When I die, it's either going to be I'm going to choke while I'm eating something because I still eat way too fast and way too big a bite. So I'm probably going to either choke on something in here and then my cats are going to eat me, which is fine. I mean, like I said, might as well not go to waste. Or I crack my neck like constantly. So one day I'm just going to go and be done. Like, whatever. So, anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and call that for the evening. I'll see some of you tomorrow. I'll see some of you Wednesday for when we're working on the radio engine demonstrator simulator thingy. And I'll see some of you Thursday and then again on Saturday. So, official dude report. Dude's good. Do I have a P.O. box? I might be able to send you a rotary. I do have a P.O. box. I will type it out. Let's see, you are on the Twitch side. That would be Scrufdog Live 444 Maryland Avenue, P.O. Box 7821, Essex, Maryland, USA. Not over there. 21221. Phone number if you need it for the show. 667-290-3538. Send your pictures. We'll see what you can do. That's cool. Like, I'm fine receiving stuff. Like, Bama sends me shit all the time. But hey, if you got something cool, like I said, if you do it, just let me know, because, you know, tracking numbers are shit, and when stuff arrives at the post office, I don't always get notifications. So, let me know. You've been hanging out a lot. Appreciate that. I'll have to find Uwo Slab, and see what that's all about. But appreciate everybody hanging out this evening. I'll see you next time. So be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.